Welcome back to The Mentors.
This is Vadim.
And Sergey.
You're listening to the 5-Minute Pick-Me-Up, where we tell you stories to motivate you for the week to come.
And today, we're going to talk about what it means to actually listen to the market. Just because your business idea may not be working right now and you're not making any money, doesn't mean that it's impossible to make some changes to actually make it work. And we have a few stories to back that up.
As a matter of fact, it is usually the case that when you're starting something off, it's kind of an uphill battle. You have to do a lot of pushing. It takes a while to figure out what value you're creating to the customer, who the right customer is. But once that is aligned, things get a little bit easier. But it's important to be able to, like Sergey said, listen to the market and actually make changes to your business accordingly.
Now, the first story that comes to mind is this company that went through the Summer Launchpad Accelerator program at NYU last summer. And it was two women that were very talented engineers, and they had built a solution to help teach computer science in high schools through this piece of technology that they created. Think of it as almost like a Google Docs that lets any teacher create within the platform a way to structure a classroom to teach computer science, and also have a way to write code snippets in there and have like a compiler in there. All these things that you can't do in other collaboration platforms, but that you need to do to teach computer science. And they thought of this problem because this woman actually did teach computer science at the high school level for a couple of years, and she had done some curriculum development work through the Department of Education in New York, and she saw that most teachers have trouble getting into teaching computer science. And actually, most schools, they don't know how to teach computer science. They don't know how to teach programming. And there's a lot of demand right now from parents to actually teach their kids computer science. And so schools are scrambling, trying to catch up and stay relevant. And they're having math teachers learn how to teach CS. They're having people that have never taught anything go in that are computer scientists and actually learn how to teach. And so there's this mismatch, and there's very few people that actually have both teaching skills and computer science and programming skills that can teach it effectively. So they created a tool to basically help make it easier.
So you have to be able to not get too married to your original idea, especially early on. Yeah, it is possible that it will resonate right away. You'll find the target customer because maybe you're really experienced in the field that you're tackling. But more likely than not, your idea will change, and any successful entrepreneur will tell you that as they learn more about the market, as they learn more about who their true customer is, the group of people that are experiencing the pain that they're addressing, then things get a little bit easier, and you all of a sudden start getting higher conversion rates on your outreach, start generating more revenue. But you do have to be open to changing your mind.
And the thing is, over the last summer, as she went through this accelerator program, she was facing roadblock after roadblock. She was getting people to say they're going to use the product, but not a lot of people were using it. She was trying to pitch this solution, this technology solution, to high schools, and they just couldn't find it in the budget. They didn't want to add another technology tool that somebody would have to use and learn, etc. So they kept on hitting roadblocks and not being able to grow. And they even wanted to fundraise, but they couldn't because they didn't have enough users. And so something had to give. They had to adjust course. And what they did understand is that schools did need people to help develop curriculum, and they needed people to teach these new computer science classes. And the fact of the matter is that the budgets that they did have were allocated toward curriculum development and toward hiring teachers. So that was sort of an aha moment, or I don't even know if it was an aha moment for this founder, but what she did realize is that, well, if we can't raise money and we need to get users and we need to make money somehow, let's do what they actually need for now until we can grow our user base. And it actually ended up being kind of a Trojan horse idea, where they go into schools now, they help them create curriculum, they can even bring in teachers that they know are good at teaching these topics, and they actually make money doing this, anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 per year per school. And by the way, as part of this program and curriculum, you're required to use this technology platform that they brought in, and it's free. But this way, they're going to actually get a bunch of users, learn what their users need, make money while they're doing it, and then later on, they can grow to that big vision that they have. But right now, they can just do this.
So how do you become better at listening to the market? Well, first of all, have the wisdom to know that you don't know everything, and also have the pliability to correct course if you need to, and sometimes do things over. But then also be very deliberate about how you collect data, to see if you're on the right track and how you are actually actively listening to the problems of your customers as opposed to pushing your own vision, which may or may not be correct and which other people, quite frankly, are not necessarily yet sold on.
I mean, and it takes time too, right? I mean, when Steve Jobs basically helped invent the personal computer, when he would talk to people and tell them about this great vision, most people said, why the hell would I need a computer in my house, a personal computer? You believe it or not, people didn't quite connect the dots yet, but he saw ahead of it. And what did he do first? Well, he sold to computer stores that were enthusiasts. He sold to businesses that needed computers. He waited until the market was ready, and meanwhile, he was making money in other ways.
Your vision is a great guiding star and is a great way to unite people around something that they care about. But actually executing on your business and creating something of value and something that actually solves problems is a different set of skills and a different tactical approach as well. So have that vision, but also know what problems you're solving and if the solution that you have is actually what people want.
That's it for the 5-minute pick-me-up for this week. We hope that this helps you get out of the maybe some rut that you've been experiencing where your business just isn't working. Sometimes you actually just have to make sure that your ears are open and you're listening to the market, adjust course for now, and you can realize that vision later on.
By the way, Pumpkin says hi. Hello. And she hopes that you have a wonderful week ahead.
Have a wonderful... She doesn't have a British accent, does she?
She could. Have a wonderful week ahead, everybody.
Okay, enjoy yourselves.